Hi there, Cliff fans, and welcome to another one of my album reviews. And today I want to review Cliff's 1995 album released in October 1995, Songs from Heathcliff. And would you believe it, it's 30 years this year since I did not go and see Heathcliff. It's one of the biggest regrets I have. I didn't go and see Heathcliff. I was only 20 at the time. I said this previously in another review. I was only 20 at the time. I was doing a lot of traveling, and for whatever reason, I didn't make it to the live show. But I had this album, Songs from Heathcliff, on cassette at the time. I have it on CD since, and it's not on Spotify. It should be on Spotify. Need to get that sorted. Spotify, get Songs of Heathcliff up because it's just a whopping album, just incredible, and it's a lot better in my opinion than the live show. I love some of these recordings, but anyway, as I was going to say, I brought the cassette of Heathcliff, Songs from Heathcliff, to Belgium, where I was for 3 months of that year, and I played it to absolute death. I loved all the songs. All the songs are written by lyrics by Tim Rice, music by John Farrar, and yes, for Cliff's up and coming show. Now, he was meant to appear live 94 and 95. It was booked to present to the public the show, but it wasn't ready, so he put it off to 96, and he did the hit list tour, which was absolutely amazing. One of my favorite Cliff tours, the hit list tour. So I'm kind of glad it got put off because that was incredible. Anyway, yeah, I had this cassette with me and I played it to death in Belgium, and I played it in various places I travelled to, as a 20-year-old does. But I want to get back to this album. This album, I think, is very underrated. It only got to number 15, would you believe it, in the UK charts. And it only scraped, I think, into the New Zealand chart at number 50. And didn't place anywhere else in the world. But it got a gold record for 100,000 album sales. But I want to go through some of the songs. Absolutely fantastic. The lead off single, what a single. Music by John Farrar, as I say, and lyrics by Tim Rice, who had previously, only just recently at that time, did The Lion King and won an Oscar for it. So he had an Oscar-winning lyricist. Misunderstood Man. What a track. It absolutely blew me away with the first time I heard it. I still love the track. It's one of my favourite Cliff songs of the 90s. It's just a great song. The next song is The Sleep of the Good. And it was kind of funny at the time. I was seeing a girl called Kathy at the time that this came out. So I remember putting that on a cassette and sending it to her. The Sleep of the Good. It's just a beautiful song. Cliff sings it over our grave. It's kind of a little bit morbid, but just a great track. The next track is a track called Gypsy Bundle. Absolutely fantastic track. It's when Heathcliff is presented to the rest of the community by his stepdad, and yeah, it's not sung by Cliff in the show, but it's sung by Cliff on this album. I think it's a fantastic version, just great. I prefer it to the live version. Now the next track is with the gorgeous, fabulous Olivia Newton-John. Yeah, she features as Kathy on this album. She didn't. Helen Hobson play Kathy on the live show, but Olivia did all the vocals for Kathy on this album, and she does it absolutely beautiful, and had to be. What a single as well. I remember them singing it on the Royal Variety show that year. Absolutely amazing. Well, probably one of my favourite tracks on the album is next, and it's When You Thought of Me. Another one of my favourites from Cliffs from the 90s. Another duet Dream Tomorrow with Olivia Newton-John. Absolutely beautiful song. And then probably the most famous track from the thing, because I think this was a really um, fan favorite at the time. It's still a fan favorite. I Do Not Love You, Isabella, is when Heathcliff's character is marrying Isabella, who he has no interest in. He's only really doing it to spite Cathy and make her jealous, and spite Isabella's brother, Edgar, who is with Cathy, who married Cathy. And yeah, it's just it's a fun track to hear. You don't really get many Cliff songs saying "I do not love you," but Cliff said he enjoyed that kind of singing down kind of dark songs. Um, yeah, the next one is sung by Cliff and Olivia, and it's "Choosing When It's Too Late." And during the live show, it was Cliff, the guys who played Edgar, and the girl who played Kathy. So it's like a trio of them singing, but it's just Cliff and Olivia on this version, and it's absolutely amazing. Absolutely love this track. I really wish this album was on Spotify. Another really dark, probably the darkest song Cliff has ever sang. Um, Basically wishing somebody would rot in hell. Basically, who'll never sleep, who'll be tormented in hell, and it's called "Marked with Death." But it's just a very, very strong song, and as I say, it's Cliff in the character of Heathcliff, and he goes full force, and it's just amazing. And then the last song on the album is "Be With Me Always," which was released as a single, but um, in '97. But we already had the album, so I don't think it charted anywhere. And yeah, so it's an absolutely fantastic album. I'm going to give it 10 out of 10. I know a lot of people wouldn't rate it that high, but I do. I think it's absolutely fantastic. I think John Farrow is a musical genius, and enough can't be said about Tim Rice. What a lyricist. He did, as I say, The Lion King. He won an Oscar for that. He wrote lyrics for Andrew Lloyd Webber, most famously Jesus Christ Superstar. And I was watching that Emily Watson version of Beauty and the Beast, and there's a song in that by that the Beast sings. It's called Evermore, and it's a beautiful song. And I say, what does this remind me of? And it reminded me of Heathcliff. It just brought me back to Heathcliff seeing it, and then I stayed to the end of the cinema, and I seen lyrics by Tim Rice. So it didn't surprise me. That song probably would have fitted into this show, Heathcliff, no problem, Evermore. It would have been great to hear Cliff singing that. Yeah, but there's some great musicians playing on the album, such as Tommy Emmanuel. John Farrar also plays synths and guitars, and he does backing vocals, and we have Olivia. It's such a fantastic album, and I can't say enough of it. I think it should be on Spotify. I keep saying it. Get it up on Spotify. If anybody has any say in them things, we need this album on Spotify. Um, yeah, it's probably the CD I play most because it's not on Spotify. So I'd love to get it. So 10 out of 10, and it'd be interesting to get your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time.